Whether it's Rosen, whoever it is, it'll be a young quarterback, and McDaniels can mold him. And you have a defense who, again, on paper, they didn't perform the way this year, but on paper is a talented defense. You have young DBs who are balling. You have a D-line who anybody would fear. You got some older guys, but they're still playing out. You find a linebacker early in the draft. You find a running back early in the draft, and you get your quarterback in the first.
You got inside
Giants
info.
sign this guy. He knows what he's talking about.
I think that's far-fetched. Him having to compete for a job. I mean, there's no way. There's no way.
What have you seen
terrible
this year
today.
where you can just hand him a job? Okay, if
I've
you
seen
are
3
an NFL
receivers
GM,
get dropped in one game.
Sure. But if you are a GM
Right.
and you say, okay, we can roll the dice with Eli Manning, who has aged.
Yeah, totally.
You can't deny he has aged. And you have all these quarterbacks coming out, and you have guys like AJ McCarron waiting in the wings. You could go to the Vikings and say, okay, between Bridgewater and Keenum, who loses that battle,
Right.
I can snag him. I think that timing-wise,
Sam Bradford's out there too. Who
Sam
knows?
Bradford's floating out there too. I think timing-wise, Eli unfortunately picked the worst year to have such a steep decline because there's
Well, it
just
depends,
so many
though, yeah.
possibilities.
And what about that transition? You go from the high of being one of the best college football players ever, and now you basically pressing the reset button. I'm nobody all over again.
You know what? I feel like it's go by your organization because when I got to the Ravens organization, they didn't treat me like that. You know, they treated me like I was already there.
The beauty of all those speed bumps is draft day is just that much more special. What were those feelings like with you and your family knowing everything you overcame?
First day was really emotional because I was kind of on the fringe if I would go first or second round. So ESPN sent the cameras to the house, had a camera crew there, had a bunch of my family members. So real optimistic that I would go day one, and I didn't get a call. You know, I'm like, they tripping, man, they tripping.
Right.
And then,
What advice would you give to a rookie right now who just finished up his last college season, getting ready for the combine, getting ready for the draft? It's about to be the most hectic couple months of their life. What would you tell them?
I would tell them to embrace the moment. You know, you don't get this time back. It's a great opportunity. You know, God has blessed you tremendously.
I'm Brock Vereen from Campus, Florida. We've been sent here on a mission by Coke Zero Sugar to find the best college towns, the best college stadiums, and the best food that these fans and athletes can't get enough of. Our challenge is to find the best food to pair with an ice cold Coke.
Yes, sir. You as well?
Death Valley, game day here is unlike anything else. So you're in the locker room, and instead of a big entrance on the field, you guys got a little surprise. So take me through that process of getting on a bus.
It's definitely an experience like no other.
To come off the bus with all that energy, and you got about 20 pounds of gear on, how?
It's difficult. I tell you, this thing's steep, especially the people around. It's dark. Everyone's watching you.
And I was like, and I'll be attending the University of, and I went to go pick up the Kentucky hat. And I don't know why or what happened, but I just picked the Alabama hat up and put it on and went to Alabama.
Wait, you can't just drop that.
No, I'm serious. Like, I was 100% planning on going to Kentucky, and I just picked the Alabama hat up. Like, I don't know how or why.
You noticed it was not the hat that you meant to pick up, but it felt right.
Right. It just, like, in the moment, like.
You were a tackle-breaking machine, and the record books show that. Where does that anger come from, man? Whether it's anger, whether it's the weight room, people hate the fact that they have to bring you down when you have the ball.
I think it's just my pain. The pain and the hurt that I went through as a kid. And just being able to correlate and put it on the field and not get in trouble for it.
Recruiting is a priority there, and obviously you can mold guys with great coaching, but talented guys have to be in the room in the first place. But what is it about Iowa that's breeding these tight ends?
Starting with our class, guys are starting to realize that, there's been a long, illustrious line of tight ends that have gone there.
What do you think is up with Ben McAdoo? You think he's going to be back next year? There's a lot of people saying he's on a hot seat right now.
Yeah, I think wherever he goes, he needs to show up with a different hairstyle. We can start with that.
You feel me?
We can start with that.
He should have kept his old hairstyle.
I was feeling it.
They were winning when he had his old hairstyle.
Showed up with the Dapper Dan pomade in there. But no, it's always great. Like in Oakland, when Derek Carr was drafted, they said that Schaub was a huge reason that he had so much success as a rookie. And I think that's one of the toughest positions to be in, especially as a veteran, is I'm getting paid like a veteran. Maybe through OTAs, I've been looked to as the leader of this team, and all of a sudden we draft somebody and it looks like they're going to kind of take the reins, and I think that's a sign of maturity and really putting the team first.
Got there, I was number 16, which is pretty ugly number.
I wasn't gonna say.
I know, but it's cool. I done heard all the jokes.
Yeah.
I look like a holder. I look like a third string quarterback with the number on. I done heard it all. So, but I kind of try to swag it out a little bit.
we could list off a bunch of names, Alabama alumni who are at the running back position, but a little bird told me that Georgia was running back you, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's what they try to say, but they don't got the numbers to back it. They don't got the numbers to back it. You know what I mean?
And then draft day comes around. What was that like for you and the family?
Draft day, me and my family, like my sister right here, right now, we was kicking it. Like I wasn't really too worried about like where I was going or like what round.
Focused on what you're gonna do when you get there.
Yeah, I was like, whoever takes me is gonna be like, I'm gonna get in, do what I gotta do, and ball out wherever I'm at. So we were watching, but we weren't really watching like sitting like on the couch like,
sure.
like oh my god, nail biting.
Yeah.
It was.
The football program's so good that it overshadows Tuscaloosa as a town, man. There's so much going on here.
There's a lot going on here. If you ever get the chance to come down here,
I'll be back.
As you have.
Are you tasting these ribs? I'll be back. Today, our host is Denard Robinson, All-American and Big Ten MVP, Wolverine quarterback, running back, receiver, all-around athlete. Every time he touched the ball, a touchdown was possible. So what's going on, man?
What's going on, man? All good, good, man.
So, what makes this place so special?
Special? I mean, 110,000 people screaming. Yeah. We got to your stomach.
Yes, you did.
That's how you went way to your heart, man.
That's how you went me up, man. This has been great, man.
Definitely. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
We want to send a huge thank you to Denard Robinson and the University of Michigan for accommodating us and really showing us a couple spots that make this town unique. If you ever find yourself in Ann Arbor and are looking for some pesto pizza, which is my personal favorite, a family steakhouse, or some jumbo wings named after a Michigan legend, you know exactly where to go, and all of them go great with Coke Zero Sugar. For Campus Lore, I'm Brock Vereen. We'll see you next time.